It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
I got it on mute. All right, so can you hear me now? My bad, got you on mute. Okay, so yeah, we're here rocking and rolling with Zumps. You can just make sure that you you know what, Oksana?
Yes.
Could you tilt that down a little bit?
What, the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
That's too much, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you might need to pull both of them back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's behind me. Yeah. So all right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so we're here to comp your properties. Yesterday, I actually did a video, and I should have did it, since we've had the updates on Zumps recently, but I did a detailed video on how to use Zumps beyond just comping, right? And so I think it's going to be really good. And then this is the first time I ever done this on YouTube. I think they've had this feature for a while, but I put it in chapters so you can see, so you can go through it. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier. Now, some people may want to skip to one particular thing or whatever on it. So let me see if I can pull that up really quick. Let me see. Let me see it. Let's see here. So it's this video. Okay, so let me share my screen really quick. Okay, so if you just do a search for it, but it's this video right here, the one that has the says Zillow can be your gold mine. The title of the video is Zompz game changing tutorial. So if you go here, I'll just show you. So, if you want to access the chapters, now it's easy to do it on a smartphone because it's right there below the video. But if you're on a desktop, you just write down here by what the time is at. You select that, and over to the right here, you can see how it's laid out in chapters, right? That if you click on any of these, it jumps around to that particular title of the, whatever you're looking for. Okay, so, and then also you can access down here, if you do show more, down here also in the description. Okay, so I thought, I put it that low. I think it automatically put it in there. Okay, so but yeah, so you could do that. And so obviously you can sign up for it. We'll get to that in a second. But make sure if you want to be alerted whenever we do go live, then you need to follow these instructions here. Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. All right. So yeah, so the I don't see anyone has any properties in here to comp. Don't really see any questions either. So with that being said, speaking of Zumps, I'm going to show you guys something by me going through. It took me all day yesterday to do that. Like literally from 9:30 yesterday morning. I think I actually got through recording everything around 1:30 or so. And this is the first time I ever laid a video out like that. And um, and then the edit took a minute. Even though it really didn't. I went to eat and all that stuff, but I didn't get finished with it. With everything that goes into it until about 10 some last night. That's when I just posted it. I was all the way till tomorrow, so it really don't matter. I just went ahead and posted. So because I just want to just get it out there as soon as possible so people can start really understanding how powerful it is or whatever. And like I said, going through it, and because I sort of had to like do something first and then record it, right? Because I think like the initial one I put out, I was just all over the place. I may still seem that way, but hopefully not. It's more organized than before. So hopefully you guys will really, really love it. So now one of the things we're going to do here, I'm trying to do something like a little tip every day. And a lot of it's going to be the same stuff. Going to be looking for properties, and hopefully some of you all will go out there and take advantage of it if we don't or whatever. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and get over here to Zompz. We're going to comp properties here, but no one has posted one yet. So we'll wait till that happens. So say hello, Oksana, if you don't mind.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Good afternoon to you. All right.
Yeah,
So
Vanna Williams said good afternoon.
okay, boom. Good afternoon to you, sir. All right, so I'm
No,
over here at
it's Vanna.
Zumps,
It's not a sir.
it should be scrolling down here at the bottom. Yeah, you can access it that way, or just in the description of this video if you're on YouTube. So when you get over to the site, and this video is going to change to the demo, my web guys disappeared on me. I know he said someone had broken into his apartment and stole his main laptop or whatever. So hadn't heard from him in a few days because he probably had been working on something else for me. Yeah. So when I talk to him, I'm be like, could I have access to all of my websites? So just in case he may disappear one day, I can, get somebody else to, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So let's go ahead. So when you're at Zompz, you hit the get Google Chrome extension. So once you do that, it's going to take you over to the Chrome Web Store. All right. Now, remember, you have to be on a laptop or a desktop. Can't do this from a smartphone or tablet. You must be using Google Chrome. If you don't know what that is, go to YouTube and say, how do I get Google Chrome browser? Now, you may already have it or whatever, but if you don't know something technical, just go to YouTube and ask the question or whatever. Trust me, you'll be amazed at how much you can learn in a very short time frame. All right, so you just need to be willing to learn. Can we get you there? Just be willing to learn. And the famous words of my mom, I ain't gonna do nothing to harm you. All right, so let's add to Chrome, and then you're gonna hit add extension. Okay, so we got it added now. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to Zillow. All right, and so when you have it added, you're going to see this floating menu over here to the near top right. So that now you know you have it. If you don't see that, you don't have it, right? Okay, it takes a second when Zillow loads, but once it loads up, you got it. Boom. Okay, so now, so what we're going to do, we're going to go searching for some land that may be a potential infill lot, right? The definition of an infill lot, which is in the tutorial that I did yesterday, but you got, well, let's just do a visual of it. Let's just do it so people will know. We don't have to infill vacant lot in neighborhood. Neighborhood. So go to images. So boom. All right. So here's some good examples. So here's one right here. Now this is the infill lot. Look like it may be more commercial. Let's see here. Let's see something a little bit more clear. Let me see. I don't know if that's an infill lot right there. This is a perfect example. This is an infill lot right here. All right. It's enough room there to put a building.
It's a nice looking infill lot.
Yeah, it's a nice. It's been well maintained,
Yes.
which is not always the case, but that's a infill lot right there. All right. So that's ideally you look for something in between houses, or it may be on the corner and another house is on the side or across the street or whatever. But those what you look for. Say, well, I know what one of those is right now. Hold up. Hold up. All infill lots are not built equally. All right. So how do you determine what neighborhoods you need to search through, or even maybe, you could do it virtually, which is what I'm about to show you, or driving for dollars when you're out driving for dollars or whatever you're doing. You just want to be aware what to look for. Okay, so let's choose a market. I don't know, choose a city. Randomly choose a city. Well, let's do like we did last week. Let's let ChatGPT. Was that with you yesterday when we did that? Huh?
Last time we used ChatGPT.
Okay, all right. So
last time we did a
randomly choose
a city.
A city from the top 50 metro areas in the USA.
Somebody gave you a city, Clinton, Tennessee.
What is it?
Clinton, Tennessee.
That may not be. That's why I said the top 50.
Yeah.
That might not be big enough, unless it's a suburb of Memphis, Nashville, maybe Knoxville, or even maybe Chattanooga. I don't know. Randomly choose one. Let me see. One. All right. So let's see what we got. So it chose Phoenix. That's where we'll go. Boom. All right. So it chose Phoenix, Arizona. So let me copy this.
Somebody said Dallas, Texas. We could do that next time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Another one.
All right. So I'm going to go with Phoenix.
Yeah.
My boy Jamil. All right. So boom. So what we're going to do in here, so it automatically went to rent because already probably last was there. All right. So if you notice, we have the expanded map here. All right. The normal look of Zillow is like this, and you can move around on it or whatever. But this window sort of bogs you down. But when you have the open view here, and then we remove the boundary, voila. So if I wanted to, now this is set for rent, I can just zoom all the way around the country, right? And see properties that are for rent, no matter what the market. I think I'm in Mexico right down there. All right, I can just zoom wherever, So anyway, so we're going to Phoenix though. Let me put this back in there. Phoenix. Hit it, Louisville. Phoenix. There we go. All right, so we're going to change this over to sold. And we're going to change this over to, we can do it one or two ways. I'm actually doing it both ways. This needs to be houses only. So it may start out like this. You could deselect all and just select houses. Then next, we're going to go to year built. So we want to go year built 2019 or newer. Okay. So we're going to remove the boundary. All right. Now, so if I zoom out a little bit, you'll start to see, we get outside of the city limits of Phoenix. I'm pretty sure this is some of the outland parts of the market that creates Metro Phoenix in the quote unquote suburban areas. But we want to go a little deeper in where there's less, there's going to be fewer larger tracts of land. when you get closely into a city because it's densely populated. So that's where your infill lots come into play. Okay, so what I'll do is, all right, and let's see here. So we got quite a few in this little area right here, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down here now. If I can, on the automatic down here, it'll automatically just go into the satellite mode, but I'm just gonna change it over to satellite 100% of the time. All right, so so now we're in here. So these yellows are new builds, recently built. All right, so this one here sold for $399. It was built in 2020, 1,800 square feet for $399. Seems like a really good price in Phoenix. Here's another one for $445. It was built in 2022. All right, you can actually see that there was nothing there before. And here's the house up here, I guess. Okay, so now what you'll do is, and it's easy to do this on Zillow. The only thing, it may flicker a little bit, and I think I got a pretty decent system here. But with Zillow, it's not going to allow you to click on this vacant lot right here, which is probably commercial because it's in the beginning. So I may be wrong on that, but so how would you find it then? So now this is one of the paid tools will come into play. All right, so now we got a nice decent tract of land right here to appear the property, but that's a whole block. But we got one right here, but we're gonna look at this right here and see what we got, and then we got some in here too. Got several in this area right here. Okay. Okay, so will it pull up anything here? It looks vacant. Am I clicking on the right thing? Well, I know I want to do this one right here though. So to get that, I'm going to click on this property here that's sold next door to it, and that's a 2022 build also. Okay, so I'm gonna take this address. Hopefully it's not too new that it won't pull up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up PropStream, which a reseller of. If you want to get access to this and use it the way we use it on a daily basis, and you want us to train you on it for free, then you'll have to sign up through daylater.com to start the 5-day free trial. Okay, so we're in here. So now, boom. And so we'll load that. So it does populate. So if I zoom in here, all right, there's that vacant lot there. So what I'll do, let me use old Goldie here. And well, first I'm going to click on it. So once I click on it, and I have to hit details. And if I go back to this window here, now it shows the city of Phoenix owns that. Okay, so that eliminates that one. All right. So now if I go back to Zillow, laced with Zumps. Okay, so here's one right here. Okay, is that an address or it's showing? Oh, it goes all the way back. Oh, the house is in the, okay, so it's a back lot. Okay. All right, so it's a long lot there. Okay, so that's not one because the house is on that particular lot. Okay, here's one right here. Now, this is a vacant lot right here, and it recently sold back in 2020, right? I wonder was a house there before, but that's an infill lot there. Okay, so, but it recently sold. I don't know if we would target that one or not. Let's see. Let's go back this way. Let me zoom out a little more. And let's see what else we got. Let's see. Look like a lot of industrial stuff is around here. Let me get out of this area. Even though they had some properties going on, there's so much industrial stuff in there. Let me move out of that area. Let me go up here. Okay. Was that just a lot or a house was built there? Okay. Oh, wow. A house was built there. It was a lot there. They just, okay. Man, they really, these are some good deals. That square footage. in that market, I don't know if this is supposed to be one of the lower priced areas in Phoenix or whatever, but just knowing it must be, because this would be, well, I don't know what it would be. I ain't even gonna try to guess. Let me see here, because everything is in the twos in here. Someone that's from Phoenix, if you know this area, tell me, is this a C, D? No, it's not a B or A, but is this a C or D area? Let's see here. I don't see any more goldies in there. Let me see. Here's a couple over here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Trying to find a vacant lot. Hocus pocus. All right. I'm getting away from where the activity is, though. Let me go over this side here. Price is increasing a little bit. Okay. I think this is one right in here, but there's a structure there, I believe. Just don't think it's registering. Here's one on the corner right here. Well, no, let me see. Okay, that looks like a vacant lot right there. Okay. So there's one right there, and we do have the activity. Yeah, we got activity in there. We do have recent sale, new bills. So that's one. I think this is one down here. I don't know if that's a house, but some type of shed or something. Matter of fact, we'll look at it. So I'm gonna have to pull it up in prop and see what's next door to this. Let's see. We got any comps yet?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So okay, so let's see what's right next door here, Oksana. Okay, it's just not coming up as a property in Zillow, but it is in prop. Okay, so in prop it's showing it's a single family residence. It just doesn't show the square footage there.
So
okay.
Is it in the back? Oh yeah, the house is in the back.
Yeah, yeah. It's in the back of the lot, rear of the lot.
Interesting.
Yeah. What is this right here? Okay, that shows it's a house. Now we're not in Zillow. I might as well just stay in here because it'll pull up the property immediately. All right. I think this is one right here. Yeah, this is a vacant lot right here.
Okay.
So yeah.
What's the ARV of properties around the area?
It's not no, let me click on it. Let me just put the address in. So let's do it this way. Let me open up another window.
Hey Shazam, you can post it here, the comp.
Oh, I think it did have it up. My bad. It did have it up. Okay, so City of Municipal Town Village owned. Okay, the city of Phoenix owns that also. Okay.
After that, Ty, we have a comp.
Okay, let's go.
He said, no, I'm abandoning that.
Let's go.
Comp. Okay, so 715 W Pembroke, I guess.
Pembroke.
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 Okay. Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75208.
What is again? What's the house number?
715 W as in West, Pembroke. There we go.
All right, now Texas is non-disclosure, remember? So we have to approach this a little differently.
What does non-disclosure mean? Tell them.
Sales is not public.
There we go.
Sales price is not public. what it's sold for is not public. So I'm going to use Google Maps to locate the property. Then I can locate it on Zillow. All right.
Yes, Shazam, post it in the chat, please.
So that's the Dallas Zoo. Okay, so you see how it lit up like a Christmas tree here. As far as property sold, but let's do this. Let's do the last 90 days. We could probably even do the last 30 and be good. All right. And so I think we're right in here. Okay, that the what's the name? Yeah, 12th. So we're right in here. So I don't have anything in the last 90 days. I mean, last 30 days. So let's try the last 90 days instead. Okay. I really want to be right in here. So let's go 6 months. And why that's important is, I'm looking at that. So let's do this. So why that's important is that as close as you can get. Well, first of all, you got this major street. The thicker yellow street is a major street. But then we have the thicker white lines. Those are major streets. If all possible, we don't like to cross over those. Okay, but again, if I click on one of these, as you notice, it'll give me, well, it's for rent now. Let me see what this one is. Okay, it'll give me the date it's sold, but not the amount of what it's sold for. Okay, so that's important. So what I'll do is I'm going to look at it based on what properties are for sale in that area. Okay, and we got basically 4 of them, I think. Is that okay? It's right on the edge, and it's right on the. Okay, this is right here. So we got 3 of them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at all 3 of these. All right, so that looks just like a vacant lot. So, well, wait a minute. I know what my problem is. Let me go here. I need to change this filter to houses. Okay, so boom, and let's see. I can do any on that. Doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna look at this one. So we're looking for stuff that's been renovated. So boom, we know that's been renovated. Boom, nice. And we're gonna look at this one. Has not been renovated. We don't want to use that one. All right. So we only have one in here that's been renovated where I want it to be. Because what I'm showing over here looks the price or jump from this 300 to I didn't add his property. What was the address again?
It is 715 West Pembroke Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75208. 715 West.
Let me see. That's 408. Let's see. Okay, that's going backwards. So he's probably down here somewhere. 715. Let's see.
Yes.
That's 637. That's 723. So it must be this one. Boom, there we go. All right, so so this is your target here. All right, so they're similar in size. Your property is newer, which is cool, versus being a lot older. Now, this property has been on the market 97 days. Has a lot of saves, but the number of views is not that high, especially for a market like that. All right, so let's try to find something else. Then I'm gonna go to PropStream to really hone in on it. Man, I don't want to cry. Let me see. What year is this? See, this is not even renovating. They're trying to get $350 for it. Wow. This one either. So it looks like it really changes after you get over here. So I only have this one property that's for sale right now in here. And I do have this one, but it hasn't been renovated. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me grab that. Let me put that address into PropStream. 715 Pembroke.
Pembroke. Yes. Avenue.
Yes, yeah, Pembroke. Right. Okay. 2 minute O's. There we go. All right. So let's get in here. So okay, so we're going to use MLS data here. And so ideally, like I said, we're trying to stay in this area right here. So, we have enough activity in there. Okay. All right. So now, and this is going back 12 months. So we're going to just use the draw tool just to capture that area. Okay. Do a search. And off the top, we're going to look at the first three things we're going to look at is the year built, the lot square footage, and the square footage of the property itself. Okay, so it's a 1940 build. All right, and let's look at what most recently sold. So we'll sort from recent to oldest. All right, so we have some that just sold in January. It sold for $207. Let's see what condition it was in though when it sold. All right, so wasn't in the greatest of condition. All right, so have one in August that sold on the same street, Van Buren Street. That's the lady from Law and Order. That one wasn't either, doesn't appear. What else we got in here? This is a 1945. But that was in August, so things have changed a little bit. Cost of interest rates increasing. But let's look at it. Let's see what condition did it sell in. And looked like it was just a vacant lot at some point. We're striking out. All right, so here's another one. All right. Okay. We have a renovation here. All right. But it was a new build. The reason I looked at that was, well, it says it was a new build. Was it?
Year built 2022.
That looks like the same house. I wonder why they have it at 2020. Let me see. Okay, so Prop has it at 1930. Okay, that's the same house. Huh? That ain't the same house? Look at it. Look at the columns. It's 3 windows.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, that's the same house.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same house. All right. Yeah, it's just I'm not sure why they put it in 2020, but it's 1930. So it sold in June of last year.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Tell them why that hurts.
Because the interest rates have increased so much that changes
the market has changed.
The market has changed tremendously. So that's why this property here, that's why it hasn't sold. It's gotten a decent amount of saves, but 24 views per day. So and how big was this property here? So this property is bigger than ours. So it's 1,440 square feet. So that's $232 a square foot. But this is about in line though. Oh, they're trying to sell it for $282 a square foot. That's tough.
300.
So I'm gonna go, even though this says 347 up here, ours is bigger than this one. So I'm gonna go at 300 as an ARV, right? Okay, so now we go over here to the calculator. So we'll go to the repair calculator first, and then we'll go to the deal calculator once we get some repair estimates. All right, so our property is 1,232 square feet. So if it's livable, we multiply the square footage times times $25. If it's not livable, times $40. Okay, so livable, I'm gonna round this up to 35. No, I'm gonna leave it at 30. All right, and then if not livable, we're gonna round this up to 50. So 30 and 50, and we said 300 grand, right? All right, so 30 and 50. Okay, so something like this, we're taking 7 to 10% of this number. So 10% would be 30,000 to determine how much you're going to make. 7% would be 21,000. So between 21 and 20, so we're going to say, hey, I want to make 25 on it. Yeah, of course you can be flexible on that. So under contract, the blue number is what you're getting a contract with the seller for. 155 or less if you're trying to make 25. And the black number, this is if it's livable, is what you'll put it back out there to cash buyers for. So if it's not livable, we change this to 50. And so now that number is 135 or less with the seller. Back out there to cash buyers at 160 or so. Boom.
The Hunt for Lost Treasure said, I know you said trailers can be touchy, but I found one 2-bed, 2-bath for $95,000. Comparables are all over $200,000.
Well, are you comparing other mobile homes to it? Number one.
Okay.
So with a mobile home, you need to know, number one, does it have to be moved? Or the lot that it's sitting on, or if it's in a mobile home park, that matters. But the lot that it's sitting on, assuming that comes with it, if it doesn't have to be moved, assuming. If it doesn't, then, just a different way of figuring it out. So if it doesn't have to be moved, then the lot that it's sitting on becomes a part of the evaluation. How many acres is it sitting on, or what's the size of the lot? Or if it's in a mobile home park, then, you need to know rental income and all that kind of stuff. Now, if it has to be moved, everything changes, right? Because sometimes the move will be cost more than what it's worth, the actual mobile home is worth. So with all that being said, you still need to know the year built, the manufacturer, the size, how many beds and bath, condition. Do they have the title in hand because it's like an automobile, or do they owe something on it? If they do, how much? So you need to know all that stuff before you can really evaluate, have any chance of evaluating it or whatever. So
he said it's a 55 plus neighborhood. What's a 55 plus neighborhood?
you have to be 55 years or older to live in there. So
built 1989.
Yeah, I've never done a deal like that before. So if that's what the properties in there are selling for, then it's going to be just normal. Your buying pool is going to be limited.
Okay. 1,100 square feet, all redone, built 1989. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know if this is the same Facebook user because it just says Facebook user. The property you just comped, it might be. If it is, please tell us it is, because then they said this property is newly renovated and converted to a triplex.
What, the Pembroke property?
Are you talking about the Pembroke property? Facebook user, please reply. Yes. Okay.
Well, if it's been
Would that
converted to
change?
that changes everything.
Of course, that changes everything.
We wasted time.
Yeah.
I mean, that changed everything. So now it's an income property. You need to know how much is it renting for, per unit, taxes, insurance on the property. So if it's newly renovated, so, it shouldn't have any repairs needed. You still can ask the question or whatever, but if it's been newly renovated, so it's an income property. It's totally different ballgame.
Yeah, you have to evaluate it as a commercial property. Sir.
Well, no. It has to be 5 units or more.
Okay.
For it to be considered commercial, but it's still an income producing property. It's still on the residential side, but you're not going to compare it to houses. Yeah. Please include all the necessary details of properties when you put them in there. Please say, hey, this is a house. This is a land. This is a triplex.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone else have anything they would like for us to comp? I know you guys said, a couple of people said they had comps, but please post it here so we can comp them for you. David Carter said, I think my number is off. I have an ARV of 625,000. What do you have an ARV of 625,000 for, David Carter? If you think your number is off, if you're willing to post the address, we can comp it for you. So we can figure out whether you have the right ARV or not.
All right. So no one else?
Okay. So Ontario, California. Okay. We have an address. 617 West 4th Street, Ontario, California.
All right. What is it? 617?
617 West 4th Street, Ontario, California.
All right. So, boom. All right. So we'll open it up here. Let me close this. And
he said, sorry, it's 627. I'm sorry. So change that to 627.
Okay. So we'll open it up. Appears that it is for sale already. Not a lot of interest in this one. 38 views per day. 1.94. Definitely needs to be rehabbed. All right, so let's see what the issue is here. So let me locate it on Google Maps. Then I'll locate it in Zillow. All right, so we're off the 10 and the 83 and what is that? 4th Street. Okay, so all right, so we'll go ahead and add this property. And so we'll change this back over to sold because California is not non-disclosure. We'll change this to 90 days. And so we'll remove the boundary and we'll zoom in here. So what was it again? Let's see. 4th Street. Okay. All right. So once you cross over. So yeah, we're right in here on top of it. Okay. All right. So looks like so we got 2 comps right here. So we got one right here. But that wasn't renovated and it sold. So I guess why they think they can get away with that. That was just last month. We don't want to use that. Same thing with this one. Interesting. All right, so let's go back to 6 months. We're not pulling anything. All right, so this wasn't renovated, but it's been well maintained. Let me see. Yeah,
it looks in pretty good condition.
Yeah, it's in good condition. So we'll use that one. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this one here was renovated. This same one. Looks like this was a vacant lot or something. Interesting. I guess we can go over here because it seems like the prices are not changing. That's not renovated. Okay shape, but it's definitely not renovated.
Nope.
Nah, I don't want to use that. Let me look at this one, then that'll let me know. All right. Yeah, that's in pretty good shape there. We'll use that too. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So here's our property, which is for sale. Okay, so ours is a 1925 build. So everything is newer than ours, which I don't like, but I have to go with. So we have to go with nearest and best. Ideally, we're trying to stay in a 5-year window, plus or minus. So 1930 to 20, 1920 would be ideal, but hey, it is what it is. All right, the square footage is similar in all of these. Ours is 1,300 square feet. A couple are a little larger. One is a little smaller. Okay, so the ones that have sold, so we all over the place here now. So we got one that sold for 605, one for 600. Now it appears, was this the one that was renovated? Let me see. Yeah. I don't like that. The inside looks good. The outside looks like it sucks. But anyway, so why did I do that? Okay, so now how this is broken down is we try to make the adjustment based on the price per square foot, right? Right up here, PPSF. And this is just the title of this column right here. Okay, so from looking at this, it's averaging out to be about 487 if we take all three of these in consideration, which is fine that we do. And what I'll do, it doesn't matter because they're all in the same range or whatever. So we'll go with that. So what happens is Zompz is automatically going to multiply our square footage times the average, which is 487. So that's the price per square foot on that, which gives us 633,000 as a number. Okay, so with this property, they're trying to sell it for $499. Okay, so it's like I said, it doesn't have a lot of interest. It's been on the market 106 days. It's only getting like 38 views per day, and the save rate, we like to be 5% or better. It's only at like 1%. All right, so if we take the if we do the numbers on it, so we're in California, so I'm gonna raise this to 30 livable. And I'm going to raise this to 50 for not livable. All right, we said we were at 1,300 square feet. All right, and so around 40,000 not livable, 65. Okay, all right, and so we said 633. So we're going to change this to 80 in Cali. I think Ontario is not too far from Los Angeles. All right, and so we're going to change this. What did we say? 30? What did we say? We said 40. You got to remember, Oksana. 40. All right, so how much money are we trying to make on this? So 10% of this will be 63,000 and some change. 7% is going to be probably around 45 or so, I guess. All right, so yeah. Well, 633 times 0.7. Yeah, around 45. I was right. All right, and so between 45 to 63, so we'll say 55. Trying to make about 55 on this, right? Okay, so now, if livable, ideally you need to be around 400, 410 or so. You put it back out there around 466. If not livable, we said it's going to be 65 for as repairs. You need to be 385 or so, 386. And back out there till you buy around 441. So, that's why, it's sitting there. Now, somebody may wants to live in it and they can put their money into it, may do it. But as far as an investor, at this point, it doesn't make sense. Probably a year ago, it would have been snapped up like that at that price.
Okay.
For sure.
626.
All right.
Troy Street.
All right. You said 626 Troy Street?
Mm-hmm. On Alaska. ONALASKA.
What? Texas, Wisconsin, what?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
54650.
So we open up this. Where is this at? What is this close to? Let's see here. Where's the city? Okay. All right. This might be too small, but we'll see. All right. So let's go ahead and add it as the target. And where is it? It's above, it's in this cut right here. What is that? Highway 35. Okay, so I see. So it's in this area right here, right? So we got some activity in here. Good. I'm good. So we're gonna do see what's doing in the last 90 days. Good. I'm good. All right, so let's see what we got here. So let's see if this was renovated. No photos. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to assume that's in good condition. Okay. I'm going to assume it's in retail condition. Okay. All right. So what we got up here. Same here. Right.
No pictures.
No photos.
On the inside.
These agents suck. This is actually a different color, right?
Yeah, it is.
So we're going
different time of year.
Yeah, we're going to assume that.
Yeah.
Too. All right, so we're going to do this one. Same thing. All right, so and we'll even do this one. Okay. Boy.
Yeah, different time of year.
I pity you. All right, so boom. On Alaska. We said it right? Alaska.
On Alaska.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So, all right. Why is this one in here if it hadn't? It doesn't have the square footage and stuff in here, so I'm gonna remove this one. Okay. So everything is sold in 2023, which is good. Ours is a 1989 build. The newest one in here is 1993. So 96, I'm sorry. So that's not too far outside of the number. So that'll be in the same type of build style. So if we look at this, the average here is around 155 as far as the average price per square foot. So it gives us a suggested ARV of around 320. Okay, so ours is 2068 square feet. And so what we'll do here, we're going to,
it's in good condition. It's the ritzy part of town.
Okay. All right. So it's 2068. That's what's up. Now, if it's in good condition, even though the livable says 51, it's not going to take that. Right. So I'm going to say worst case to get in just excellent condition. 10 grand, just some pain, minor stuff.
Yeah,
right.
For the sake of doing.
Yeah, but just keep that in mind. But if it's not, but he says in good condition, so we don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna do the 320. And we're going to put in 10 grand. I'm going to change this back to 70. Right. And we're going to say 320. That's 320. And we're going to change this to 10 grand. So 10% is 32,000, 7% probably 22, 23,000. Right. So something like this, we're going to say 25 grand. Okay. So ideally, you want to get this under 200 grand, the blue number, and you put it back out there around 215 or so to cash buyers.
Okay. Well, we got more addresses, but
yeah, we got to roll. We saw the guy started late.
You guys can come back. Are we doing this one tomorrow?
We should do it tomorrow.
We should be able to do it tomorrow, so you guys
maybe
can,
a little earlier tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys can post these. Sometimes it doesn't post. It's not us, and we're not deleting anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes you may have to break the addresses up in several messages.
I don't know why it's doing that or whatever. That's probably probably it's a YouTube thing, thinking people are giving out their address for credit card information or something crazy like that. All right, so guys, we appreciate everyone that joined us. Remember, on yesterday I uploaded an update to Zumps as far as the tutorial. If you go to YouTube and just do Zompz tutorial, you should see a video that says Zillow can be your gold mine, and that video will get you going. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this. I only show 2 likes here. That can't be true. 2 likes. Right. And so share this, and we'll keep doing it as long as you all keep, well, I ain't gonna say as long as we keep showing up, but we're gonna do it for a while. That's my intent. At least 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times a week. Definitely gonna comp more on the Flippinars on Thursday night. We're gonna pretty much always do that or whatever. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a great day, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're out.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.